It was another week of rough waters for cruise cancellations. Stick around and we'll get you all caught up on the cruise news. Week in Review. Thanks for tuning into the cruise world. My name is Mark and you're watching the Cruise News Week in Review. As I mentioned in the opener, this week was filled with cancellations. In fact, the cruise lines that we didn't talk about last week, we are going to hear their names today. MSC was the first out of the gate Monday when they announced the cancellation of all their U.S.-based sailings through the end of March. The cancellations will affect their 4 ships sailing out of Florida, and they are the Seaside and Divina in Port Canaveral, and the Meraviglia and the Armonia in Miami. And Royal Caribbean Group wasn't far behind, and they took things a step further. Royal Caribbean suspended sailings through April 30th, with the exception of the Quantum of the Seas, which is operating in Singapore, and the Spectrum of the Seas, which is now sailing in China. Now, if you were affected by these cancellations, Royal Caribbean International asks that you contact the company or your travel agent by January 26th to choose a new sailing, and at that point, they will issue you a future cruise credit by email. Celebrity Cruises also suspended sailings through the end of April, as well as the May 1st transatlantic cruise on their flagship Apex, and the Europe sailings on the Celebrity Edge and Constellation from May through October. Azamara will also be paused until April 30th, and Silversea Cruises has suspended sailings through April 1st. And last but not least, cruisers who are hoping to get to the happiest place at sea will have to wait a little longer, as Disney Cruise Line has followed suit with the other major cruise companies and extended their pause in operations through the end of March. Here at the Cruise World, we are all about that cruise life, and if you're watching this, it's a safe bet that you are too. But as we contemplate a safe return to cruising, Alden McLaughlin, the premier of the Cayman Islands, recently said that the cruise ship business is not within his country's contemplation at this stage. McLaughlin referred to cruise ships as crucibles for the virus and doesn't foresee the return of cruise ships to the island in 2021. But the numbers don't lie. Even if Grand Cayman may not be thinking about cruising, Carnival fans are. According to Carnival President and CEO Arnold Donald, bookings for the first half of 2022 are ahead of 2019 levels. Donald also said that Carnival is financially set to sustain the company through 2021, even if cruising isn't able to resume. But with that being said, Donald also said, quote, "We hope to have all our ships operational by year end," end quote. And even though Carnival's first XL-class ship, Mardi Gras, hasn't had a chance to welcome passengers yet, the folks at the Meyer Turku shipyard in Finland cut steel this week for her sister ship, Carnival Celebration. The Celebration is scheduled to debut in November of 2022 and will offer year-round service from Terminal F at Port of Miami, which is being constructed specifically for Carnival Cruise Lines. And Carnival isn't the only one getting a brand new terminal. On Tuesday, Virgin Voyages officially broke ground on their new Port of Miami terminal that will be the home to the Scarlet Lady and eventually the Valiant Lady as well. And some good news for cruisers that want to visit Cuba, referring to hints that the Biden administration may be reversing Trump's Cuba policy. Carnival President Arnold Donald said that Carnival will be prepared to, again, help people who really want to go to Cuba see it the best way, which is arriving by cruise ship and then experiencing what Cuba has to offer. Despite all the recent cancellations, cruise stocks closed yesterday around where they finished last week, with Royal Caribbean Group taking a tiny hit, while Carnival Corporation and PLC and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings Ltd. saw very modest gains. Well, one thing is for certain. We are another week closer to cruising, and that's the outlook I'm choosing to take. With the vaccine rolling out around the world, I hope that we can all set sail at some point in 2021. But until then, we'll be here to fill you in on all the latest cruise news. So please make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell on so you'll know when we post new content. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching. See you next week.